This is a new kind of season for you, kind of a transition, going into the portal more than ever. Four returners, the quad squad,
The
I've
quad
heard you
squad,
call them,
yes,
yes.
the quad
How
squad.
have they and you really laid the foundation for finding that chemistry with a new looking roster?
Yeah, well, the quad squad has been unbelievable. We kind of rallied at the end of last season and just spent a lot of time together talking about this upcoming season and leaning into their leadership and having a new role that they haven't ever had before. But we have 3 players from the transfer portal and 5 freshmen, and the 8 of them have been unbelievable. They just bring a smile to my face really every day. They are so hungry and so eager to learn, to be a part of the Michigan culture, to be a part of the Michigan community, to learn from the 4 returners, to learn from our seniors. And it's been really special. Obviously we have our highest ranked recruiting class of all time in our freshman class. The last time we had a high-ranked class like that, it was Naz's class that went on to do some pretty incredible things. So this class can be really, really, really special, and they're leaning into our seniors. But Syla Swords and Olivia Olson and Mila Reynolds, Tayala DeVos, Ayana Dunbar, the 5 of them, they are connected already. Syla was a little worried coming off of the Olympics that she missed the summer with them. Was she going to be able to gel with them? And, she sat in my office last night before I came here, and she's like, Coach, I just love my freshman class. I love how committed we are. I love how we're great people, and I love how connected we are.
I'll talk about Syla in a moment, but you mentioned the parallels with Naz's class with Danielle Rausch and Amy Dilk and Emily Kaiser as well that really took this program to new heights. Where are you seeing those parallels between these classes?
There are a ton of parallels, and we use them a lot through the whole recruiting process of this class. When Naz's class had committed, we had been a team that was an NCAA tournament team, but we hadn't taken those next steps. And Naz's class, and I keep referring to Naz's class, I'm going to get reprimanded by Danielle and Emily and Amy when I leave here. That class was just so special because they had a vision to do things that had never been done in Michigan's women's basketball. And they helped us hang 2 banners, a Sweet 16 banner and an Elite 8 banner. This class, we talk about it all the time, this class of freshmen, if they stay together and continue to improve and continue to develop and get great players to come after them, they can do things that have never been done in Michigan women's basketball. And they're talking about, a Final Four. They're talking about a championship. So we know we have work to do. We know they are extremely young, and it's going to be a learning curve for sure. But just the type of people that they are, the type of competitors that they are, and the vision that they have is just different. It's different, and it's really special.
In that freshman class, you have 2 McDonald's All-Americans, Olivia Olson of Minnesota, and then Syla Swords, a Canadian national team Olympian who competed in Paris. You were able to go all the way over there and see her compete. Describe the kind of experience that was, the kind of player that she is playing at that high level.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool to go watch your incoming freshman who's never played a minute for you play in the Olympics. I mean, really surreal. But just to get to talk to the Olympic coaches and get to talk to the Canadian coaches and get to talk to her teammates and really hear about what they said about her as the youngest player on their team and the impact that she made by her work ethic, by her willingness to do whatever it took to get on the floor, by her willingness to defend, just buy into anything, and just to hear Syla speak about what it meant to her to represent her country and how truly special that was. She's a different type of kid, but Liv is the same way. I mean, Olivia Olson, a different type of kid. I've been coaching for a long time, and just the way that she competes is at another level. Practice, day in and day out, she dials it up. I mean, if we have to do a sprint in 10 seconds, she does it in 7, and she does it in 7 on sprint number 10. She's just relentless. So the drive and the passion that those 2 McDonald's All-Americans have, and it was nice to see them. There was a nice clip of them playing in that McDonald's game together, a 1-2 punch, which was really special. But really, truly, the rest of their freshman class, has really already just made a mark on just the way that they approach things, their chemistry together, and just their passion for Michigan and their love for the game of basketball.
Related to the Canadian national team, you bring Natalie Achanwa on board as part of your coaching staff, someone who has had such a long, well-respected career in the WNBA, a star at Notre Dame. What is she going to bring to the staff?
Oh my gosh, Nat has been amazing. Just to give you a little example, and I'm going to talk about Nat in a second, but Wednesdays, my daughter's a freshman on campus, and Wednesday she has a break in the day, and I sometimes take her to breakfast or lunch, and I wasn't going to be there today. But I just got a message, my director of operations was taking her, but Nat took her too. And I'm like, okay, Nat's been on the job a week, and she took take your daughter to a lunch day. She took my daughter to lunch. But I just say that because when I was going through the process of, we have another position, and Ariel Atkins stepped into that position last year, but she wants to continue playing and went overseas. So just trying to find young women that our players look up to, aspire to be. I mean, Nat has done everything at the highest level as a true professional, and every single person I talked to about her just couldn't say enough great things about her. Her IQ for the game, her leadership on the floor. I hear Muffet says she's one of the smartest players she's ever coached. Just her calming presence too. She had been on the job for like 2 days, and I was hollering about something. She said, "Come on, coach, let's go. We're gonna go out." I was like, "Ooh!" First of all, no one says that, but second of all, I like it. It's really nice to have someone that is that confident to like kick my butt out of the gym. But she's really cool, and her story. She's receiving an award this week. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it because it hasn't been done yet. But we had a whole film crew in, and it's just about her entering this new space as a single working mom and her trying to juggle that. And I was interviewed and just had the opportunity to talk about how important it is for me in this role to provide those opportunities for women to be able to coach at the highest level, to be able to have an opportunity to do something that they love while at the same time raising a family and being a mom. And too many women leave this profession because they don't believe that they can do it. And I think it's really important for us to set that example and show them that they can, because we want women in this game. We want our daughters, we want our players to have the opportunity to play for young, strong, powerful women. So Nat is one of them. She's been short on the job, only like 2 weeks. But what a resume, and just what an immediate impact she's made. And her and Syla have an incredible connection, but she's already building that connection with all of our players.
I want to talk about Jordan being a senior now. You go to a Michigan shoot-around, she is the loudest, she's the most energetic, the most pouring into her teammates. What is the next step for her, try and be all Big Ten status kind of player?
Yeah, Jordan has had an unbelievable career. It's so nice as a coach when you watch players come in as kind of young babies trying to figure it all out, maybe not play that much as their freshman year, but really buy into the process and buy into the improvement and the development. And Jordan is one of those players. This past summer, she did an internship in New York City. She's in the Ross School of Business. She's an incredible student, and she's an incredible basketball player and just a tremendous young woman. She has taken the next steps. I knew last year was going to be a breakout for her because of her investment to this game and because of how good she is. I mean, I get to see it every day in practice. Last year, she was a tremendous scorer for us, but she was also a tremendous playmaker. And I think this year she's really embraced the role of leadership. She really knows, with all 8 new people and a 5-person freshman class, that she has to provide that leadership role to everyone in our program. And she's off to a great start. I think she's going to have a heck of a year. I think she's a heck of a basketball player. I mean, she's a 6'2" guard. She's really positionless. She can do everything. She's a playmaker. She can score the basketball at a high clip. And she's just really fun to watch.